In this episode, Captain Steve learns that Artemis dreams about them, then goes for a dive, comes across a cycloptic underwater plant, and then takes its eyeball as a souvenir, then goes bird spotting.
Well, howdy diddly dandy there, chums. Yes, I look like silly putty. We've just had an update. It's normal, people in the viewerverse. It's normal, I tell thee. Yes, this is episode 12 of my amazing adventure, my radiant pillar. I know. It's not that radiant, actually, is it? Come to think of it. It's like a freaking bus or something. Anyway, what are we doing this episode? Oh, yes, we're going to go and speak to a Korvax cartographer. Cartographer, map maker, candlestick maker, and all that sort of shenanigans. Let's go out into the universe, and we're going to go and see this little map doodler over in a Korvax system of space. So let's go into the galactic map. Korvax system, where are you? There you are. Oh, look. Oh, fudging heck. My hyperdrive has no fuel in it. Story of my life. There's also an Atlas station there, but I've already visited that one, so I won't be going back in there. However, what I would say is if you do go back in there, sometimes you can re-step on those bubbles, the message bubbles. Leave it for a couple of days, go back in there. You can learn some more words of the Atlas. Some of them don't pop, though. It's a bit weird. Anyhows, I'm heading into the actual Nexus. Why? Because, yes, Nada would like to share the information I've learned about the Viking. Hello there, Nada. Yes, I hear you want to learn about the Viking, sir. All right, let's go and talk to them. Okay, why does it say ask about the Korvax then? It said on the actual mission brief, go and inform him about the Viking. But no, he was taught to me about a completely different race. Brilliant. Well, that chat was over relatively quickly. Is there anything else you want to say? No? But I got some quick, Sylvia. Brilliant. Lovely. I'm going to squirrel that away into my pocket. Heck yes. Well, people in the viewerverse, I know that Exo hits you up with some snippets of my log at the start of each episode. And yeah, shows you all the best freaking bits. I'm going to be doing a lot of bloody talking. A lot of talking in this episode, people, and there's a lot of reading to be had and to be done. There's a lot of lore to understand from each of the different races. I hope this is your thing. And yeah, it's interesting for me, to be fair. I mean, we've learned that the Viking is quite a proud race, and they pushed the Sentinels back to the outer regions, but while they were doing that, there was a war going on in a roundabout way with the Gek, the Firstborn, trying to take over the freaking Empire and the universe, and yeah, enslaving the good old Korvax, which isn't very nice of them, to be fair, is it? But hopefully we'll learn a bit more about that in this gripping episode. Heck yes! Anyhow, we're thundering down towards this fragmented memory area of space for this little Korvax chum. Oh, hello, Artemis. You had a dream about me? Well, sir, that's interesting to hear. I'm going to ask about this dream. Was I fully dressed is what I want to know, to be fair. I dreamt I finally met you in Apollo. Oh, my days. Okay, it's just getting worse. Okay, I found parts on this fabricated planet. Did you leave them there for me? Oh, my days. Hold on, people. I'm having some deja vu right now, because when I woke up next to a broken freaking ship, I found a hermetic seal left for me. Oh my days, am I in a simulation? Am I in a simulation of a simulation? It's like when you go into the actual anomaly and you hit up frickin' Nada's simulation module at the back there, it says simulation 5. What if Null is in there, and, Apollo's in there, Artemis is in there? What if I'm in there? What if I'm one of those numpus? What if I'm... No, it can't be, because, I've just found Artemis and put Artemis in there. So, technically, I would be... No, I couldn't be in there before I put Artemis in there, is where I'm going with this. I hope. Or else... Yeah, okay, let's not dwell on it. Let's not think about it too much, or else I'm going to give myself nightmares, and who knows who I would dream about. Right, anyway, it looks like we've got to land here, which is the closest island to this location, and it looks like I'm going to go for a little bit of a splish-splash, and, plop into the oceans I go, and let's go see where this takes us, people in the viewerverse. It's somewhere quite far over there. Right, this is a very nice deep ocean planet. What the fudge is that by this building? Oh my days, that looks like some sort of... It's an abyssal horror. It's got a label on it, which is luckily, because I thought it was an underwater phallus. There we go. I've now got its hypnotic eyeball. Yes, you one-eyed frickin' monster. Take that, cycloptic plant creature. Right, let's grab the oxygen. Let's hit on up this abandoned terminal. Forgotten terminal. No wonder. It's underneath the frickin' oceans, mate, and it had frickin' scary creatures outside. I'd want to forget about this too. In fact, I'm going to try my best to forget about this as soon as I possibly can. Okay, lovely. So what have we got here? Echoes from Korvax Prime. Sounds like something out of Transformers. Robots in disguise. Korvax Prime. Yeah, awesome. Let's hit this one up then, and let's see what else it's got to say. Ethereal light, a divergence cube. Oh, nice. Well, that does not look cube-like. No. They need to work on their cube structures. Well, hello there, my Korvax chum. I bring thee gifts. I bring thee divergence cube. That is definitely not cube-shaped. Yes, it's real. Yes, it frickin' is real. Don't expose you any further. Mate, you exposed me to a frickin' one-eyed bloody monster underneath the oceans, and it tried to stare at me. It was frickin' hideous. Yes, you've given me nightmares upon nightmares, my little Korvax chum. So yes, don't you worry about me corrupting you, because you've definitely corrupted me. Take the nanite clusters. No, I'm going to wait, just in case there's some more that pop out of thee. I'm going to let you bleed these nanites out until you're dry. Okay, alright, fine. I'll just take them then. Brilliant! I'll have those nanites. Thank you very much. And, yeah, I can go spend those on my nan. And we've got here, they invade me. This is a little bit freaking creepy. What the actual fudge is going on here? I've now shared memories of these countless beings across the universe. Brilliant. And you can see the actual Korvax homeworld as it gets enslaved by the fricking Gek of the first spawn. The first spawn Gek were giants amongst their sort of race people. So I know you see these cute little tiny Gek things, but the first spawn were quite large, you know, almost the size of fricking Vikings. Imagine that. Yeah, craziness. Anyhow, yeah, I would like an explanation, if you wouldn't mind, my friend. No, actually, I'm going to go for a Atlas as the actual last minute thing. Yeah, let's just jump into there. Yeah. Oh, so you link the Sentinels to that of the actual Atlas? Well, yeah, I suppose you can spin the Pugnium into nanites, so I suppose you're right, actually, my friend. And also, you get the modules from the Sentinels that you can also spin into nanites. So maybe there is some sort of correlation and relation between the Korvax, Sentinels, and the Atlas, maybe. Not that I've ever got nanites from the Atlas, so oddities. There's 16 of them? What the... Okay, well, this is getting a little bit numerology for me. Yes, I'll take them then. Brilliant. Lovely. Thank you very much. I was expecting a frickin' river of these things. It sounded like I was going to get a whole frickin' plethora of nanites, but no, 16. Okay, brilliant. I don't know whether it was worth listening to you for all that amount of time for 16 nanites. Where's my 16 nanites? They haven't popped up in the top right corner. Oh, okay, I see. They're just a text equivalent of nanites, are they? I didn't actually get any frickin' nanites. Brilliant. Okay, well, that was fun, wasn't it? That's... Oh, well, we learned some lore, people, but we already learned a lot of this from, you know, plaques and stuff and all sorts of other ancient stuffage that we've been hitting up. All right, fine. Let's just jump in the ship and let's press on with this frickin' adventure. So we're back up with Nada because he wants to learn about the Korvax apparently, but no, now he wants to tell me about the Gek. Lovely. All right, fine. Yes, let's press on with that then, shall we? Because there was no other choice apart from to talk about Null. And then when you talk about Null, you usually just slag him off, don't you? So I figured I'd just hit that one up. Brilliant. All right, lovely. There's some nuggets of info for us. We did get some more Quicksilver, so that's not too bad. Right, so we're now with a Gek cartographer. Hello there, little Gekian. How are you, my friend? Yes, I'm going to ask about Gek history. I shouldn't pry, because I know that they've changed their ways, but they were forced to change their ways. The actual nanites were put into the spawning pools of the Gek, and it changed their mindset, so they stopped enslaving the Korvax. So they were kind of reprogrammed in a roundabout way through the nanites from Korvax blood. But I'm fairly sure we're going to be learning a little bit more about that in a moment. Yes, as soon as we've gone and done 2 missions. The Gek missions, they're quite rare to find. Okay, well, let's hope he's got one in the list. Yes, there's one at the top there. There's also a level 9 one that I can't do. You see where it says Gek in green text? They're the 2 missions that I'm looking at. So scan minerals is the only one I can do right now. So it looks like we're going to have to go and scan some frickin' rocks. Okay, rocks, boulders and pebbles, here I come. Yes, my scanner is going to be scanning thee. Heck yes it is. Right, so let's hit up these. Exo, you've been jolly frickin' quiet, mate. What's going on in your world, little Exo?
Captain Steve, I am grafted to your shoulder, so what goes on in your world goes on in my world. So I guess we're going to be scanning rocks together. This sounds like it could be riveting.
XO, was that an attempt at frickin' sarcasm, my little tin can cohort? Yes, well, it was. Pretty darn frickin' good. Nice timing, sir. Wish I didn't ask. Okay, we got an incoming message from somebody that I do want to listen to. Hello there, Apollo. How are you, my friend? No, don't worry about contacting me late. Yes, it was frickin' friend line. Heck yes, how can I help? Nice one. Okay, your heart is turning to crimson. Where the fudge are you? Are you alright, mate? You okay? Yeah, it found me. Just, you can't feel your legs. Don't worry, mate. I've been there and done that. Usually after sitting on the toilet for a long period of time on your mobile device. It happens to the best of us. Your legs go like pins and needles. Don't worry. The feelings will return. Just be careful how you walk. It almost feels like your knees are going to fold the opposite direction. Not that I can see knees on your person, sir. So, yeah, oddity that, isn't it? I don't even know whether you can class what you've got as legs, but there we go. It is what it is. Anyhow, it sounds like you're happy trying to earn yourself some monies, but I don't think that is the meaning of life, mate, just to earn frickin' monies. I mean, monies is like a man-made sort of thing, isn't it? Where the universe hopefully is tied together more than what is man-made. But what is the universe made of? Is it weaved together from stardust and fairy magic? Who knows? People in the viewerverse. Yes, they keep finding new freaking particles, don't they? Like the Higgs boson particle and the God particle, if that's the same freaking thing. Who knows? Those guys at the Hadron Collider are freaking wizards. Anyhow, we've touched down on planet Sci-Fi, and we're going to be scanning rocks. Here we go. Oh, look. Found a rock. Scanned a rock. How many have I got to do? 8. Okay, that's not so bad, I suppose. We've now done 2. 2 down! And loads more to go. You know what? I'm going to skip the footage until we get to the last frickin' rock. And there's one. I don't have you in my rock collection. Scanned. Now I do. We're done. Brilliant. Okay, well, that took me frickin' ages, people. I'm not going to lie. And that was frickin' tedium upon tedium. It really was. Anyhow, let's head on back to the station, claim my rewardy type stuffage, and then we've got one more mission to do. And let's hope that it's something different other than scanning frickin' stuff. Okay, let's head on over to the missions agent. It sent me to the actual missions agent inside this system, which is a Viking area of space. So I'm not going to be able to hit up a new mission with this chap. I'm going to have to jump for a portal. Maybe go back to the missions agent that I was at before, because yes, you've only got Viking missions in a Viking station. Makes sense, doesn't it, people in the viewerverse? Heck yes, it does. Well, let's jump on through this portal. It looks like an Ethernet connection frickin' poster up on the wall over there in the background, isn't it? Interesting. Yeah, anyhow, let's hit this up. Boom. And we're going back to the station where we're at, and we're going to go talk to the little Geeky chum, and hopefully pick ourselves up another mission. Oh, look, orange cubes and a hockey puck. We're going to investigate. Okay, I can only open that one. We've got navigational data. Lovely jubbly. Let's go and talk to you. Hello, my little golf ball-eyed matey. Yes, frickin' heck, that's a scary frickin' looking geck, isn't it? It really is. Anyhow, we're not going to dwell on that too much. We're going to hit up the next mission, and we've got kill creature mission. Okay, fine. We're going to go and cull some frickin' creatures, are we? Not my favourite of missions, because murdercation of creatures, especially defenceless ones, if they're nice, isn't exactly the nicest mission to do, but, you know, it's what we've been set to do. So, yeah, people out there in the viewerverse, if you're a little bit squeamish when it comes to frickin' killing of fauna, you might want to divert your eyes. Hold on. It looks like every single frickin' creature on this planet is a bird creature, and my little sentinel drone is getting in the frickin' way of me scanning them or killing them. So I've had to de-summon him. Right, okay, let's scan these birds. Yeah, every single creature on this planet happens to be a bird creature, which means I'm probably going to have to laser them out of the sky. Laser beam of death! Hey, guys. Exa, you know what? I think I might need some music for killing these creatures. If you could find something that's sort of the tone of murdercation, that'd be quite appreciated. Anyway, let's just make sure I can actually toast one out of the sky quickly. Zap-de-zap. Yes, you can. All right, Exo, please put on some murdercation music, please. EXO, that was a little bit jolly, wasn't it, for Murdercation music? That's kind of disturbing and kind of funny at the same time. Okay then, yeah. I'm never going to book EXO as a DJ for any sort of social gatherings or events because his DJ skills are a little bit to be desired. Anyhow, we're heading back to the missions agent aboard the station. It's over there where there's the paw print in space. Brilliant. And are we nearly... Oh, hold on. We've got a distress signal. And it's a ship that I've not seen before. This one has got solar cells upon it, people. That looks pretty darn freaking nice. And it's sending me over some coordinates. Right, well, hopefully it's going to be a crashed ship that looks a little bit like that. That'd be nice, wouldn't it, people in the viewerverse? Well, we'll be investigating that maybe next episode, because, yes, we've almost run out of log recording space this sort of episode, so we won't be doing it this episode. Heck, no, we won't. Almost looks like some kind of Star Fox. I can't blow it up, can I? No, it's got those sort of foxy ears on it. Foxy! Anyhow, let's head on back to the station. Let's go and hit on up this missions agent, people in the viewerverse. Am I on the same mission at the moment? Alien life form? No, hold on, that's the wrong page. So, under Rebel Star is the new mission that we've picked up, people. But I need to go back to this, the Cleanse of Death, and go and hand that into the missions agent. But we may have to do under Rebel Star. Maybe not next episode. I might sit on it for a bit, people. Yeah, it's not going anywhere, is it? So I might as well put a bow on this frickin' Artemis questline, and then we might do that before we press on with the Atlas path. Yeah, awesome. Okay, well, let's fly on in. Hopefully I haven't got too much to do with the old Artemis questline, because we've rescued good old Artie, and they seem to be settling into their new simulation quite well. I'm actually feeling a little bit better about my decision to put them inside of that sort of simulation. Anyhow, let's head on over here. Let's go and hand in this mission. Except, have you got anything that you want to add at the moment, my little friend?
Captain Steve, just a reminder that once you've completed the Atlas path, you'll be given a remembrance seed. At that point, you would get back your memories, and you may find you've already done under a Rebel Star.
Well, my little cohort, you did tell me the reason as to why that the captain of the Steves asked for my memory to be wiped, being that, yes, this iteration and this captain's log is being beamed out to a wider audience of persons in the viewerverse. And yes, they've already just joined in and cottoned on to this log series, so they may not have seen Under a Rebel Star. So you know what, I think it's worth doing again, my little cohort. I think I will be hitting it up, but as and when, chum, as and when. Okay, let's ask about your history. No? Why do you care about that? Mate, history, it's what makes us us. You know, you learn from mistakes. Just admit your mistake, my little friend, and then we can move on. Heck yes. You know what? Do you feel any guilt for what happened? Let's just put it that way, my little chum. I persist because it needs to be answered, my little gecko cohort. I do care because, you know, you almost wiped out a whole freaking species, to be honest. Yeah, so there you go. I'm going to throw 16 into the mix because I think this is going to end the conversation quick as possible. I should have gone for breathe. Should just breathed it in. It seems to be the way to end these conversations as quickly as possible with a Gek mate. Yeah, I understand all of your histories. I don't understand why you had to feel that you needed to do it in the freaking first place. The Korvax are such a peaceful sort of race, and I don't understand why the Gek first spawn didn't just enslave the Gek, the lower spawn, and put them to work rather than use the frickin' Korvax. To be fair, but there we go, you did what you did, and yes, you're going to be haunted by those visions, but in a roundabout way, you do sort of deserve that, and yes, I am going to pass judgment in a roundabout sort of way, because you weren't going to change your ways unless those nanites were spilt inside of your spawning pools, which they were, and thank Christ they were. Well, thank the Atlas, I should say. I don't know whether Christ actually has any sort of bearing in this universe. I mean, yeah, you know, the Atlas created this place, so I guess that's why the Atlas is seen as some kind of god. Anyway, let's take to the skies. Yeah, I did mention Christ, but other gods and other sort of religions are available. Yeah, not that I aspire or link to any of them. So there you go, let's leave religion out of this. Heck yes, it's a freaking game. Righto, let's spin around over to here, and we're heading towards the Hollow Terminus. Excellent. Right, well, you've caught me majestically climbing a frickin' ladder. Heck yes, and we're going to be hitting up this holo terminus again, yet again, even though they can appear on my dashboard whenever they frickin' like, without the use of a frickin' holo terminus. So, yeah, well, it is what it is, isn't it? Brilliant. Okay, cool. I'm just seeing if there's any other bird creatures here. This is that same planet. There's only one more creature to discover, and it is an airborne one, and it flies at night. But, yeah, can I see it? No, I can't. Frickin' heck no, I can't. All right. Wait, you already know, mate, because I could hear you in the background sort of forcing their voices to say what you wanted them to say, mate. So, yeah, I know, but I don't understand how you've managed to do that. It's almost like you've hacked the simulation or something. It's freaking craziness, my little friend. So, yeah, you've been doing some pretty odd stuff. Look, you know all this? Yes, I'm telling you. I'm giving you like a little mini summary, people. So it's not just for Null. This is for you guys in the viewerverse. But yes, I've already given you the summary during this episode. And if you like lore, I have an actual playlist on lore, apparently, that Exo has got archived. I'll put a link in the top right-hand corner. He won't let me frickin' watch it until I get my remembrance seed, but you guys, you can watch it right now. Heck yes, go and hit that up if you're looking for something No Man's Sky related. It's lore! Lots and lots of lore! Heck yeah, awesome stuff. Anyhow, it's probably got this stuff already in there as well, you know. But then again, as you go through this actual iteration, you can build up a catalogue of lore. So you can read all this back at your own leisure now inside of this update, 4.0, whatever we're on, which is lovely, isn't it? Heck yes, it is. Anyway, I'm kind of at the point now, Null, where I think I know everything you're going to say before you freaking say it. So I'm going to listen, and I'm going to carry on listening. You know what, people in the viewerverse? I'm going to keep listening while you guys keep reading, and I'm going to play some music. Righto, so Apollo wants to speak to me. Let's go and speak to Apollo and see what they've got to say. So hopefully they've made it to a portal now. Hello there, my little Toblerone. Oh, Toblerone-headed friend has made it to a holo terminus. Okay, yeah, share coordinates, mate. Okay. Then a mistake, you say? We're standing in the same place. Holy fudgeonori. Okay, well that's a little bit strange. I wonder what it could mean.
Captain Steve, when this simulation and iteration first went live, travellers could be standing right next to each other, yet not see each other, and then eventually they could see orbs of light. It wasn't until a recent iteration and change to the system that travellers could see one another.
Right, so maybe he's in a previous simulation, and that's perhaps why we're not seeing each other. Who freaking knows? But yes, I'm going to try every effort to see you, Apollo. I mean, if I can see you inside of this holo terminus, there should be a way that maybe we can see each other in the actual iteration. But then saying that, we had this problem with Artemis, didn't we? Artemis was just an echo of themselves, but they felt very real to me and you in the viewerverse. I'm sure they did. And until next time, people out there, yes, take care, goodbye, and goodbye again. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please hit a like and a subscribe. And I'd like to say a massive, great big thank you to all of my backers over on Patreon and over on YouTube membership. Thanking you, backers. And if you want to support this channel, just don't skip the adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Or yeah, just stay with Captain Steve that little bit longer and hit something on this screen. There's merch here now too.